today's fast-paced world, where everyone is rushing to get ahead, we often forget one simple truth. Every human being wants to belong. Beyond titles, beyond differences, beyond appearances, we all share a basic desire to feel seen, heard, and valued. That's what diversity, equity, and inclusion are really about. They read not just corporate buzzwords. They read the foundation of a world where everyone has a place. Diversity means recognizing that we're all beautifully different in our stories, our cultures, our beliefs, and our abilities. It's about understanding that these differences are not barriers, they're bridges. When we bring diverse minds together, we don't just add variety, we multiply creativity, compassion, and innovation. But diversity alone isn't enough. Having a mix of people in a room doesn't guarantee that every voice will be heard. That's where equity comes in. Equity is about fairness, not treating everyone the same, but giving everyone what they need to thrive. It's understanding that not everyone starts from the same place. Some people face invisible walls, bias, prejudice, or lack of opportunity. Equity breaks down those walls and builds doors instead. And then there's inclusion, the heart of it all. Inclusion is about creating spaces where everyone feels safe to be themselves. It is not just about inviting people to the table. It is about ensuring they feel comfortable speaking at it. Inclusion turns diversity into belonging. It transforms workplaces, schools, and communities into families where every individual matters. Let me tell you a story. A young woman joined a company full of talented people. She came from a different background, spoke with a different accent, and often stayed quiet in meetings because she felt out of place. One day, her manager asked her opinion on a project. At first, she hesitated, but then she shared an idea that ended up changing the entire direction of the company's campaign. That one moment of inclusion, that one chance to speak unlocked her potential. Now imagine what could happen if every person in every room was given that same chance. That's the power of belonging. When people feel seen and valued, they don't just show up, they shine. They give their best ideas, their best energy, and their best selves. But when they feel excluded, even the most talented person will hold back. Inclusion isn't just kindness, it's leadership. Creating belonging takes courage. It means listening to people who see the world differently. It means challenging your own assumptions. It means asking uncomfortable questions and being humble enough to learn from the answers. True inclusion isn't about agreement. It's about respect. Diversity isn't a challenge. It's a gift. Think about nature. A forest thrives because it's filled with different trees, plants, and animals, each playing a unique role in the ecosystem. The same is true for people. When we embrace our differences, we build stronger teams, more creative communities, and more compassionate workplaces. But let's be honest, creating equity and inclusion doesn't happen overnight. It takes intention. It takes leadership that values people over profit. It takes individuals, like you and me, choosing to stand up when we see unfairness, to speak out when a voice is ignored, to make space when others are pushed aside. Real change starts small, with one action, one conversation, one open mind. Inclusion also means celebrating differences, not hiding them. Too often, people are told to fit in. But fitting in means shrinking yourself to match others' expectations. Belonging, on the other hand, means being free to stand tall as who you are, knowing that you re-accepted and appreciated just as you are. There's a difference between being invited and being welcomed. Being invited means you're allowed to enter the room. Being welcomed means people are happy that you're there. That's what belonging feels like. And that's what every community and workplace should strive to create. Imagine a workplace where everyone, regardless of gender, race, background, or ability, feels empowered to contribute, where leaders listen not just to the loudest voices, but also to the quietest ones, where people lift each other up instead of competing to stand out. That's not just an ideal. It's possible when diversity, equity, and inclusion become part of the culture, not just part of the policy. Equity also reminds us that fairness isn't about equal treatment. It is about equal opportunity. It's about removing barriers that keep people from reaching their full potential. It's about making sure that talent, not privilege, determines success. Every time you choose empathy over judgment, you build inclusion. Every time you amplify a voice that's been ignored, you build equity. Every time you appreciate someone's difference instead of fearing it, you build diversity. Together, these small choices create belonging. Let us not forget that belonging, ISNT, something you wait for it. S, something you create. You create it when you greet someone new with kindness, when you listen without interrupting, when you make someone feel that their story matters. Belonging is built moment by moment through compassion, respect, and understanding. There's a beautiful quote that says, "Diversity is being invited to the party. Inclusion is being asked to dance, and belonging is dancing like no one's watching." That's the kind of world we should aim for, where everyone feels free to be themselves, to dream, to grow, and to contribute. The truth is, inclusion benefits everyone. When people from different backgrounds come together, we learn more, we think deeper, and we create better solutions. Our communities become stronger. Our workplaces become happier. Our world becomes kinder. So, as you go forward, ask yourself, what can I do to make others feel like they belong? Maybe it's speaking up when someone is overlooked. Maybe it's making sure every voice in your team is heard. Maybe it's simply showing kindness to a stranger who looks different from you. These actions may seem small, but they ripple outward, shaping cultures, changing hearts, transforming communities. In the end, diversity makes us different, but inclusion makes us whole. Equity makes it fair, and belonging makes it human. Because when we build a world where everyone belongs, we all rise together.